Welcome to Married AF. We are your hosts, Brooke and Randall Fowler. On this show, we discuss the topics that really matter.
Like big veiny cocks and our favorite TV shows.
So pull up a chair at our kitchen table and hang out.
While I bulldog my nuts.
I don't know what's happening.
All right, here we go. Welcome, everyone. We are, let me cut that down here. I'm a rascal.
Is it your first day?
Yes. We are Married AF sons. I'm Uncle Randy. That is my wife, Brooke Fowler, across from me there. And wanted to thank you all for joining us. Going to have a good show here tonight. We got some fun shit to talk about. We're going to play a little bit of who is more likely. If you'll see your answer pads there.
I see. I have an unk and a B.
Yeah, we will use those later. Those will be coming in handy.
Okay.
But right off the bat, boom.
What?
Got to talk about it, sons. Got to. Don't have an option. So tonight is Trump's last night in office. He is officially out of power at noon tomorrow.
He's taking his ball and going home.
Let me just say something, sons. I'm just going to say it right now, all right? I'm disappointed. This is the most anticlimactic shit-talking of a disappointment of an ending to a presidency that was supposed to end with so much smoke that Uncle Randy couldn't take it. Mm-hmm. Bush League, sons. Bush League.
And he's not even going to show up to the inauguration. Like, what a fucking bitch move.
It's the most subpar. I'm disappointed, sons. I'm disappointed in everybody. Every single one of you. Did you see
what Muddy said? He's more likely to steal from the bar, which is, we were there.
Absolutely.
We saw it. We know you're likely to steal from
Dr. Muddington.
He'll go right back there.
There's not even an answer.
And
it's not even just one thing. It's all the things. You'll steal all the booze. You'll have a boozeless bar.
You want to handle a whiskey, some vodka. He'll take it off.
Oh, weird. I found a doobie back there. Strange.
It's already lit.
Yeah. I don't even know what's going on. So tomorrow is the inauguration for Biden. Yeah, sons. I'm just, man, did anyone talk more shit in there? Listen, Uncle Randy loves a good shit talking session, sons. Hell, I like to bust balls. But for all the shit for months about, he's got the silver bullet, sons. Oh, wait till he drops. The dude's sitting on a roll of Rolade, sitting on a little bitty ding dong, nothing.
He just didn't have anything. He just kept...
Disappointed, sons. I got buddies that were like, just wait, son. Tomorrow's the day. It's going to be tomorrow. Giuliani's going to drop the... Giuliani, sons, they better put him in a home. All right, if we learned anything, is that if you have this isn't New York 9/11 Giuliani anymore, sons. This is 20 years later. His hair dye is rolling down his face when he sweats. He's way fatter. He's more miserable. You got to bring in the...
He's done lost his fucking
relief
mind.
Picture, sons.
Like he did some good shit in New York.
Oh, Skill's going to win $20 for him leaving peacefully. Here's the deal, Skill.
I mean,
he just got his shit bluff called. Is all that everybody just finally stood up to the bully and he's like, I don't want the smoke. Mm-hmm. They done got him apologizing. He's talking about pardoning himself because of the shit that happened at the Capitol. They just flat out, here's the and this is what's going to be crazy. The history books, man, he is up there. He's going to, when it's remembered, he is going to be right there with Carter for like the biggest turds of a presidency.
The biggest like, wah, wah.
Ever. Because for one, if you're going to dig in and be such a baby that you don't go to the inauguration, at least have some shit. Have a bomb to throw, a Hail Mary.
Not an actual
bomb.
Some
kind of, no, not a real bomb, but some sort of a nuclear release of information. Like something that, not just some bullshit either of, we re-released Hillary's emails. Nobody cares about Hillary's
some
emails.
Edward
I'm talking about something
type shit
that shows that the election was stolen like you said it was and you banked on.
There's no proof. That's why he can't.
It's unbelievable to me. It's this anticlimactic, sons. And I got a lot of friends that have been going down with the ship with Trump. Hell, now they're just sitting there holding their dickies, sons. They're just holding their dicks. It's shameful.
Okay, moving on.
I can't do it, sons. We're all fucked.
That's what McCollum says.
Okay.
We're all fucked.
That is McCollum. Yeah, now here's the deal, though. I did see that. We have like 50, what do they call it when migrants, just like caravan, right? When they like all walk here from like Guatemala.
Sure.
Don't they call it that? Like a migrant caravan?
I guess. I don't know.
A big group because they want to seek refuge here because, you know, there was a time where this country was the championship level stuff. Now, man, we are.
Did they all turn around and go home?
No, they're coming because they know Biden is like, come on, we love you. And it's going to be much more of a welcome experience than with Trump in office, for sure. Just politically, they're on different ends of that debate. But it's more about, to me, the position that we have to hold in the world. Because if we're so narcissistic that we still think countries that have their shit together look at us the same after this debacle of the last, I'm just going to say the last year, because I didn't really feel any pain the first 3 years. But this last year has been pretty fucking ridiculous. And we look like some middle school boys and girls fighting over who's the hot one or who gets to have the girl. It's fucking nuts. And who I feel bad for in all this, honestly, and you can hate Trump, love Trump, Melania has gotten destroyed unjustifiably. She's been a very elegant first lady, in my opinion.
She's been great. I think she's getting...
No, she got the worst approval today of any first lady, they said. Of all the first ladies...
I think even like the liberal like snowflakes are like, I feel bad for Melania. But I mean, I could be wrong.
Patrick Motherway says it's not a caravan, it's a mariachi band.
Okay.
From Guatemala.
Okay.
So, I don't know. But I don't think Melania deserves the heat that she gets. I really do feel like she's been very elegant. Mm-hmm. And she's not waxing the pole of Trump anymore. There's no way. If there's ever been a guy that there's no way he's banging his wife, it's Trump and Melania. There's no way. It's disgusting. She is a beautiful, regal woman.
She's like 40 years younger than but she married him. She
speaks 75 languages.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been great. And even like when there was shit just like hitting the fan about him.
Stormy Daniels.
All that stuff. She took it in like she was very classy about it. But yeah, I mean... God bless her. All right,
so I want to jump straight into the smoke show, sons. And now we got the guys in the room. This is to the fellas. Ladies, there's a part of it that I'll be asking you too. But when you got your inner circle of friends, your buddies, the champions, and you got one guy that he's like, hey, I give you my word.
Oh, Jesus.
And then he breaks the word. How bad should the punishment be, sons? I need feedback on this from the fellas.
Okay.
Is it even a thing?
You need to clarify on what he gave his word on.
Yes, that is huge.
Okay, because it's not like, something where...
I'm going to give you something to eat when you haven't eaten in a year.
Or like you need a ride to the airport and this person said, I give you my word, I'll be there. It's like...
No, this is
you need to give context.
Yes, this is an accountability circle of trust. Mm-hmm. And you got... everybody in here being champions, doing championship level things. Mm-hmm. And then you got a guy that says, hey, I'm in. You have my word. Mm-hmm. I'm there. And then they don't show. Does it matter even what it is? So context, this is where we'll get to the woman part in just a second. Fellas. See? Look at that. Danny O'Shea says commitment, sons. It's all about commitment.
Yeah. I think it does matter what it is. Although, if it's... I do agree. I see where you're coming from. Like where if you say you're going to do something, just do it all the time.
Yes.
And if you're not going to, just say you're not going to.
Here's the deal.
And even the last minute, if you realize you can't do it.
I'm not even going to lie and pretend that I haven't been the guy that has broken this rule before. I have been. I have a hard time saying no.
Good
Everyone
God.
knows this.
Yes.
I'm a pleaser, sons. I will say yes, and then it will put me in a huge bind.
And then I have to say no.
Yes. And then it's even worse. So I'm not passing judgment. I'm just saying for the sake. No, I'm not. Or I'm putting it on myself then because I just said that. Who else? Uncle Randy comes clean, sons. I give it to you straight. But so.
You were totally judging this person yesterday.
No. So your buddy says, I'm just reading the comments. You can read those so I'm not staring off at them.
Please.
As they come in. Then update me like you should be.
There's nothing happening. Just go.
No. Sir Muddington commented right there.
You don't have to read every single one in real time.
Well, when the question is asking for feedback from the listener, listen, I don't want to. We've had courses on this proper podcasting etiquette. I'm just trying to follow the rules. So anyway, I don't know what to decide. Do you get a punishment for it? Because what this is all based around is about working out, sons. All right, I know this is going to sound small, but when you got a group that is pushing themselves to be the best that they can, you want to help this friend become a champion because you know it's inside of them. And they give you the word, and they're like, I'm going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah. Shay said, Unc, like when you want to play poker and Brooke says, nah. There's a little bit more to that, Shay.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Probably because the other night when like...
Oh, the big poker, no poker?
Yeah. My mom is...
Oh, that was, we had gotten bad news that day. That was justifiable. Here's the deal. This isn't that. This one is look, it may just be a fear of commitment. That's what I think more about it is I think that Fire Marshal Bill has been hurt before. He's always pushing us. We're trying to love him and let him in and help him be a winner. That's all I'm saying. Because you all see Uncle Randy's posting the pics, got the abs popping, working out twice a day, sons. It's the real thing. I'm out there MMA training in my garage. The garage. Even had Brooke has been in a couple of the workouts like a champ.
Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, we've had a lot of winners. So I don't know. Do you guys think it's fair to shame your friends when they don't work out when they say they're gonna? Yes or no? That's a better question. Is it fair to shame
when you say
publicly?
it like this? Yes. You have a big piece of dip in the middle of your lip. There you go.
Get it?
Ugh. Yes.
Did I get it?
Yes.
Good.
When you say it, that if you would just spit that out in the beginning, is it okay to shame your friends when they don't come work out with you when they say they're going to? The answer to that is 100% yes.
Good. All right, we're on the same page then. So went the long way.
You went
the long way. Should have just took the shortcut, which is fine.
Yeah.
I think they should be publicly shamed for a week.
Yeah, Shay agrees with that too. His wife, Fire Marshal Bill's wife, says no because he was building his son a fire truck ladder for his new bedroom.
Well, see, here's the deal with that, Miss Fire Marshal Bill.
I feel like he should have known that the night before.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. When it was, it was damn near midnight 30 the night before when he said, "Hey, you have my word," and this is to quote him exactly, Uncle Randy, you have my word, and my word is my bond. I'll be there. That's the quote.
Yeah.
So we arrange the class. Uncle Randy sets up the proper number of stations, basing it on Fire Marshal Bill being there. Boom. Doesn't show up. Puts me in a real pickle, sons.
Except for...
Except it didn't at all. But it's still, I'm going to make him think it did.
Because Blake Lively ended up popping in.
She sure did.
Because the little one was sleeping.
Like a champion. And Ryan Reynolds showed up. Actually got to see him throw hands, sons, and like I said, he's a champion.
You don't want
that smoke. Ryan Reynolds will throw them hands, sons. He'll throw them. And I can see that. Let me tell you who else. Danny O'Shea, sons. He was knocking the heavy bag through the ceiling. The guy has some pent-up frustration. Got anger issues.
What does this mean? Muddy said make him carry the pickle.
That could mean so many things.
Was that some kind of weird baseball thing that y'all did?
It could be the pickle.
I don't know. What are we cheersing to? Are we cheersing to Chet's new offspring?
Yes, we're going to cheer to, y'all know Chet. He's a beloved member of the circle here in Silvertown. His wife and he just welcomed their daughter here. Mm-hmm. And everyone
Chet
is
Jr.?
healthy and happy. Went and had a beer with them in the driveway before the show, maybe a shot or two, sons.
Oh,
no big deal. But, yeah, we were there. Cheers to them. Here's to your next 3 years being a pile of shit, sons. I'm kidding.
Stop it.
It is brutal, though. First 3 years is a nightmare. Year 3, damn near will kill a parent. Don't lie about it.
2 or 3.
Or both.
Or both.
One, like from 6 months to 1.5 is the best year of a kid's life. To me, when you have kids. That 1 year range is awesome.
Now, when it's special when they're a little newborn too. You could have given 2 shits. I was like, you don't love the baby.
No, I need them to be a little more durable. About 6 months, they get to where
you're just like, he's I mean, yay.
Yeah. Once they start becoming little people, and then they're awesome. I mean, I love that time period from when they're like starting to crawl to learning to walk and beyond. Mm-hmm. It's fun. Then they become 2.5, 3, and become nightmares. Nightmares. Don't believe the terrible 2s. It's the fucking awful 3s.
Yeah. It's rough.
Oh, if the slippery pickle happens to fall out of the player's butthole, the player has to take a bite out of it as punishment.
Okay.
Oh, Coach Ladden popping in to eat the crow from, he's a Ohio State guy.
Oh, my. Sorry.
I'm surprised he's peeping in. What a champion to come in and show his face after that debacle.
God bless you, Tara. She said 3 is brutal.
No, 3 is the absolute terror. All right, so it sounds like everybody agrees. They deserve to be hazed, but nothing, no further punishment over the bailing on physical fitness and just not caring about their general health and living
or
longer.
their future and being here for their grandchildren and such. Yeah.
Their selfish ways is what we're saying.
Basically. I'm very sore.
Yeah.
I worked out today in the middle of the day, which is my normal like weekday schedule, and my arms were on fire from everything Saturday and yesterday, or Sunday and yesterday, and
How's the butt ass?
It's okay. It's fine.
Because here's the deal, sons. Put Brooke through the first circuit, and she was like, that was tough and all. But why don't you do any legs? Tiny leg guy that hates legs.
I did not say that. I asked the question.
But it's so true.
Do you ever have any legs in this rotation?
We
was
both
my question.
know Uncle Randy was blessed with humongous calf muscles that do not have to be trained.
No,
and that's all that shows with shorts.
And your thighs are like tree trunks just naturally.
But they are undertrained and very weak. It is all bullshit when you look at my legs.
It's my butt and legs are mildly sore, but you have to really destroy legs. I mean, they get sore for sure, but it would have to be like 4 circuits of legs, and don't do it.
No, and I knew that for you to stay interested, I had to do. So the next day, I put legs in, and we went and got one of those slam balls. You know, the big medicine balls you can slam on the ground. Those fucking things are versatile, sons, and a great exercise. If you've never done them, like for at home, for real, you can get a lot of fucking work in with those things.
And
my ass is destroyed.
It didn't hurt my ass that much, though.
You and
Honcho both are like saying that was killing your ass.
Yeah, try the hamstring connector to the ass. It is terrible.
Yeah, that got my shoulders and like my obliques way up here, but which I think is what it's supposed to work. But
yeah, so we do.
It was a great workout.
4 or 5 stations. We do 2 to 2.5 minutes per station. There's only enough time between stations to move, and then we keep going. It's pretty much nonstop work. We got a space heater on. Close the garage. Put on some bright lights that get hotter than hell.
You feel like you're under like a heating lamp at a fast food restaurant.
Starts to smell like a hamster cage real quick. Quick. But it's a good way to sweat, and it's a good workout number 2.
Marshall said ass to grass if you want that big ass. That's right, truth. Marshall.
And that's why women love like legs so much more than guys, because clearly it works for one, and it's good for you to do, but it's so painful.
Well, like I already have a big ass, so like I have to do a lot of legs to keep it tight.
Yeah, no, your leg muscles are your more dominant areas.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. This is another thing I got to talk about. All right, this hit me right square in the tits today, sons. It just chapped my ass. I'm over it. I'm done with it. Mm-hmm. What do we got to do to ban unspoken prayer requests on Facebook? I can't take it anymore, sons. I can't take it.
That falls under the vague booking category.
Absolutely does. But it's even worse. Because here's the deal.
Because then it's like, don't ask me, I don't want to talk about it.
That's always the case. But let me explain. All right, so how do you justify? Because when you talk to people, of course, they're going to get defensive. And
it's probably something very serious. But like,
could be.
Then don't post that on Facebook if you don't want people to ask.
Here's the deal, sons. I don't understand unspoken prayer requests. Because they'll say, hey, unspoken prayer requests, God knows the need. Okay, well, if God knows the need, what are you needing me for?
Right, then you talk to him.
Yeah. And if it's a team effort, is there a guy up there that's like, you know what, I don't know about this one? Okay, we got 10 or 15 folks. It's a real deal. Like, if God knows the need, which I'm not joking about
then he's the only one that...
I don't think he's going to put it like in a maybe pile.
If he doesn't get enough prayers for it?
Yeah, and it's just chaps smile like, oh, please, unspoken prayer request. Don't want to talk about it, though. It's personal. Well, hey, now you done fucked up. Because Uncle Randy, I can't deal with that. I can't not have the closure.
Well.
I can't get invested and you're not close. So you know what? Stop being my friend. If you're going to do the unspoken prayer requests all the time, you got to unfriend Uncle Randy because I have a policy. I don't unfriend people and I don't block people.
Doesn't your mom do that?
Yes. Yes. A lot.
Oh.
A lot. And I just can't. Can anyone explain to me?
If you're under the age of.
Yeah, if you're under the age of 50.
Of Randall's mom.
Yes. My mom is excluded, but I do want to know. I just want to know the science of it. No shit. Like, not making jokes about it, but the scientific, religious aspect of, is it the combined prayers? Does that make it more powerful?
Baby, you know what it is. It's more that people just want the attention. They want all of their Facebook friends to be wondering what is wrong with them and to be talking to their other friends about it, like what's going on with so-and-so.
And keep asking them. Okay.
And yes, they want the buzz about them. And really, that's kind of counterproductive to because probably what the prayer's about is not you yourself. It's probably a family member or something else.
I'm not saying anything about the reasons. I'm saying
that. So doing that subconsciously for attention for yourself is kind of counterproductive to the...
Let me tell you something, though, since we're talking about our folks. I'm going to dog one on your pop since my mom checked her on one. Your dad is a notorious one of this. He'll share it's my birthday, and everyone thinks I'm ugly, and it'll have some deformed kid. I bet you won't like this post and share it.
What, my dad posts?
All the time. All the time.
He just reshares
he does,
things.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. People do that. They're like, if you don't like
He's 81.
and share
Give him
this. I know, but we have young people. Remember, we have the rule. 50 and over, we give them a pass. Under 50, if you send hey, if you don't read this all the way and share it, you're not my real friend shit, I immediately, I'm never going to do it.
No.
Never. I'll die
Same with
first.
the email chains. Delete. Maybe that's why shit's been going wrong.
I can't do it with that. All right, so the word is that Trump's going to pardon Lil Wayne. You know he's facing federal charges, gun charges. Like big for real, Lil Wayne. Isn't he known as Lil Weezy, too? What are some of his nicknames? Lil Weezy?
I think so. It's
Lil
been so long since I've...
Why is everyone's name in the rap game Lil something right now? There's Lil everything.
I don't know. There's always been. Since like Lil Kim back in the 90s. Maybe she started it. Her and Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I don't know. But
where's Big Wayne and Big Kim?
Absolutely. But Lil Wayne deserves to be pardoned, whatever he did. He's a gem. Got to have him free, sons. Now, I would like to see, just for the entertainment value of it at this point, I want to see Trump go ahead and pardon himself. There you go. That's what your dad shares. What my hand just said. Your dad, because he's such an animal lover, he'll share like the ugly dog picture and say, bet you won't share it because I'm ugly.
Oh.
That man loves some animals.
He does, my sweet daddy.
And he can't not do it. That's all I'm saying. There's people that just can't not do it.
I know.
And again, the older folks, pass this, sons. You can exclude yourselves. We're talking about
we're not talking about y'all.
Not talking about you old fogies.
What did Lil Wayne, what did...
Federal gun charges because of all of his...
Where did he get, how, why, what?
He's looking at like 10 years.
But like, what happened? What was the situation? I don't know any of this.
I don't know. He was recently arrested for gun charges. He's not allowed to own a gun. Like Jody B. Like, he's a felon. He's not allowed to own
And so he got pulled over or something and had a gun? Or
I don't know. Probably pulled his tour bus over or some shit. I mean, he's going to... I'm sure he had syrup, codeine. He's notorious for that. Dude has seizures every day, still drinks the syrup, son.
That guy's really smart. You know that, right? Like, Lil Wayne supposedly has like a super high IQ.
Yeah, supposedly he's never written a lyric down.
Right. That's what, like, he's very smart.
Man, he is unattractive.
Tattoos all over his face. What does he look like without all the tattoos all over his face and without the grill, though? Will he would just be normal looking, right?
Oh, no, he wouldn't be normal looking. He's not the most handsome fella. Even before, he does get like he's probably the ugliest guy that in the world. So
that's why he did all that then. I would too.
He also took a bullet straight to the chest as like a 10-year-old living in the 9th Ward or whatever in New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh, he lived in the nasty projects behind the Popeyes that I showed you.
You did. The whole area. Mm-hmm. That area is sketch for real. That is a scary part of the world. Right there, people don't give it enough smoke. Savannah's right there with it, sons. You get right outside of the touristy part of Savannah, it's terrifying.
But it's on a grander scale in New Orleans.
Sure, but there is...
Savannah is much like more compact. But yes, you're right. Savannah, you might not make it out alive if you wander off the wrong street. One of my... Anytime Lil Wayne is brought up, for some reason, the Kevin Hart... Not joke, but it's just like he was talking about something and he was like, Lil Wayne, why are you skateboarding? You're black.
Oh, because he's that awesome, though.
I know, but it that just always pops in my head.
No, Lil Wayne's
he's badass.
champion.
I love him.
My head wants to know, what do y'all look like without tattoos and the chains and shit? Hell.
Well, and I was about to say that actually, would bring that up is because like I used to have like piercings all in my face and shit too, and then like started getting tattoos fairly young, but it was all because I was like self-conscious about the way I looked, so I wanted distractions.
Not me, sons. Hell, Uncle
That
Randy.
was what at first why I was getting like shit all pierced in my face. So
Uncle
I get why
Randy's
Lil Wayne.
shredded, sons. Shredded. I take this shirt off right now, I'll blow your minds. I don't want to do that now, Chad.
It's
I don't want you being upset. It hurts Chad that Uncle Randy's got the abs on pound. It kills him. He thinks it's all smoke and mirrors, sons, instead of hard work. Now, he was, when we were in college, my hand was a pretty ripped up guy. Then he got what's called married fat. Got very fat. Very, very fat.
You said married fat.
Yeah. And then he's lost the weight. He looks great. Like, he's lost a lot of weight. He looks good. But hell, he hates the fact that Uncle Randy's got the damn abdominals for some reason. Hell, I don't know why. I still like it. I don't want to blow people's minds. Not this time of night. People want to go to bed after this. I don't want to keep them up. They'll be masturbating. Mm-hmm. There's no need. Not for that. This isn't that kind of show, son.
You know your mom was in this chat.
Cheers. Think she doesn't know what masturbation is, son? It's natural. It's natural. Just ask Stallone. Stallone is a professional masturbator, son.
Stallone said black. He would look black.
He's got a very nice gold grill or a platinum grill.
Yeah, the thing
Lil
probably
Wayne's
costs more
grill
than our
is
house.
so expensive. Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna go in. Let's do a couple of who is more likely.
I didn't see you spit out your other dip and you just put more in.
I spit it out.
I'm disgusted.
I said, bro, my wife was pregnant for 3 years straight, and I didn't lose the baby weight.
He didn't lose the baby weight.
Him and Youngblood, Stallone, must have had just back-to-back kids.
Well, we know Stallone did. We see the proof.
Mm-hmm.
But
man, y'all put y'all's poor wives through it.
If I would have started earlier, I would have loved to do that. Like, just get it all out of the way. But I say specifically if I would have started earlier because you got to be younger to do that and be able to keep up with all them shits.
No, it's a lot. We got a guy in our neighborhood who's a champion, Cole. He's got 15 boys. 15 boys were all born over 3 years.
Literally 5.
Yes.
From the ages 1.5
to like 10
1
or 12.
and a half or 2 to 2 to 10 maybe, and 5 of them. So just think about how pregnant his wife was.
I can't even imagine.
for
Lil
how
Wayne
long?
looks like the Crypt Keep. That's right. That is who he looks like, kind of.
Yes.
But with all the skills. I mean, dude, I think there's not many, I don't think, that are better than Lil Wayne. He's on the top 5, right? He's got to be on the top 5 all-time rappers,
he's
right?
He's awesome.
I think I put him in my top 5.
I don't know if he's top 5, but he's pretty fucking awesome.
He's in my top 5. Just because he's never given a shit. Have you ever watched some of his interviews? He's the rudest, like, gives no shits. He doesn't, like, fall prey to the, like, racial divide shit. Like, he's awesome. He's totally cool. I dig him and respect him, son.
Mm-hmm. But he's going to get pardoned by Trump? Is that what you said? Before that's going to be Trump's...
He's going to be Trump's going to dump, like, 100 pardons tomorrow morning.
Just... Because
he can. Because his time is up at
for things like
noon.
guns and stuff that
all kinds of people
that the left doesn't like.
He could pardon the douchers that stormed the Capitol if he wanted to. He could pardon his kids in case anyone wants to go after them for inciting. He could pardon himself. I don't think he will, but he could.
Are they indicted for something?
Well, because they've been part of his campaign. Trump Jr. was on the stage in D.C. that basically was like, give us freedom or blood will flow, like just shit like that.
Did he give a Braveheart speech?
Pretty much. While he's shitting out money. These rich-ass kids, come on. Uh-huh. I'm trying to see which one of these, which is more likely I'm going to go with first.
Okay.
All right, let's see. All right. Who is most likely...
Do I need my Unc and B things?
Yes, we both do.
Who do I show it to?
To the camera.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to hide it from you.
Who is most likely to become a famous actor or actress? We agree. Championship level.
That was Unc for the audio version. We both answered Randall.
Who is most likely to watch romantic movies?
That is Randall as well, from both of us.
Who is most likely to get detained for harassing a police officer? Ooh, we disagree.
Ooh. We both said ourselves.
Yeah. I think I would harass the police officers
police officer?
before you.
Yeah.
You could probably be the one to be more likely to be arrested.
I heard being detained, and that was all.
Yes. But for the police, because I'll ask a million questions.
A police officer, I'll just fucking shut up and...
Cry real quick, like for a speeding ticket. I'll be like, hold on.
Hey, yeah.
I've been with you a long time. I've seen you go from when we got pulled over in South Carolina that one time just for a speeding ticket, and you were like about to cry, and I was about to get arrested.
Extenuating circumstances.
And we were in the hollers of South Carolina. I'm talking about the horrible part.
And I thought I had a warrant.
Again, well, that just proves the point.
But I got pulled over, like, if it's just a normal speeding ticket, like, now that I'm a full-grown adult, like, I don't, because, yeah. But it was, like, when I was trying to barely eat ramen noodles to survive, and...
All right, here's a good one. Who is the most likely to be the most emotional?
Well, yeah, that's me. We all know that.
Cut and dry. I may be the bitch, one of the couple that likes the romantic comedies.
No, but I am very emotional as far
yes, quickly.
I just
flashes.
Yes.
Who would be most likely to be successful as an on-air personality?
Oh.
You got the voice. We've always said that.
Okay.
You got the voice. That's you.
I said you just because you're the bigger personality.
But you would be you're made. You could be like the Kristen of Burt Show all day.
Okay.
You should be, honest. They should get rid of her. Listen, I love the Burt Show. Hell,
she's pregnant.
They created us. No one tries less hard than her to appear. Doesn't matter that she's pregnant. This isn't now. This is always. Oh. She has never tried to doll up in that studio. She is natural. And I respect it.
Okay, they have to be there at 4 a.m.
Dude, you see the other ones? Old Cassie and Weird
and
Girl?
Now they do it from home.
Yeah, but they still, even when they were in studio or at home, you watch them, she gives the least fucks always.
Yeah, but that would be me if I had to be at a fucking studio at 4 a.m.
I agree.
That would totally be me. But that was part of the reason you wanted to do a podcast was you were like, you have the voice for it because I did all the video things for work.
Yes. No, you've got a great voice for it.
I guess. It's okay.
Who is most likely to be drunk at work? Let's think hard.
Ding, ding, ding. That would be me. Haven't done it because in case anybody from my work is listening, it doesn't happen, but it would be more likely.
Who is most likely gone to a gay club?
Okay.
But yeah, I was about to raise mine too. We've both been to a gay club, but you would go. Wait, you love those places even more than me?
Well,
I think they're fine.
You just don't like clubs.
No.
Really. But
I don't mind it whether it's
if I go to
gay
a club,
or not.
If I go to a club, I'd prefer to go to a gay club.
I don't here's the thing. A lot of people, they still don't buy it. When I say
loud.
that I'm not I don't enjoy strip clubs. I enjoy the club aspect if I've got a few friends, but I'm not the guy to buy 1,000 lap dances and get a $20 or $1,000 boner. Mm-mm. It's weird to me.
You don't like people in your personal space.
I don't like the smell of people. It's weird. People stink. All right. Who is most likely to get into a fight?
Oh.
That's
here. Me.
All right.
Both of us said me.
Who's most likely to sleepwalk again? Or terror?
Yeah.
Brooke all day.
Yes.
She is a fucking roll of the dice once she goes to sleep, son. You don't know.
You don't ever get into a deep enough sleep, even with your CPAP. Actually, baby, those are old. Those are about Lil Wayne.
Oh, are there any more, or is that just not anything new?
Nope.
Right.
Those, you do mumble in your sleep, or as you're falling asleep, you do this weird mumbling.
I do. I catch it.
But every time I say, why don't we turn off the TV and you put on your mask because you're already sleeping. Huh? No.
No, I know I do that.
Every time. I'm like, you're already snoring and mumbling.
Listen, here's how weird Uncle Randy is. I know when I'm ready to go to sleep, I'll start having a conversation with someone that doesn't exist.
Yeah, you are.
You're literally real thing.
You are. You're talking, and it's like,
yes.
I can tell you're trying, because it's not with anything that's happening in the room. Oh, Stallone's going to come get his unicorn.
Oh, we sold that.
I thought about that.
That was a free porch pickup the other day. Sorry about that, bro. $100. Hey, $100 went to help somebody else.
Okay, you just said free, but you're so full of shit. You're not even a good liar.
I'm not even a good liar. I'm not even good.
You said free porch pickup, then you made $100.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm going to just apologize for that. I'm better
You can come get it whenever, James. It's in our garage.
It is. It's in the garage. Hey, not in the way at all. 1,000 spikes, weighs way more than it looks like it should. Sure. We'll hang on to it for you. No problem. Just take up a quarter of the garage. You're cool.
It's not inflated in the garage.
Who is most likely to be the most creative?
Okay,
I'm going to
yeah.
go with both. Because there's different aspects to that.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Artistic, you.
Yeah. Show content, you.
or like our cool family pictures and stuff.
Yes.
Like, Uncle Randy's not a creative doucher. I'm not an artist like you. I'm saying I'm not an artist like you, but I'm pretty good creatively.
Yeah.
At times. Throw up a turd every now and again. Did terrible on that last little porch pickup thing. Could have been way better.
No improv in your future.
Who's most likely to forget important birthdays or dates?
Oh, son of a bitch. Fuck you.
You know it's true. Who doesn't ever forget that kind of stuff?
You don't ever forget. And I didn't forget.
I know, but I'm just saying I remember
one
people that
year,
I shouldn't even remember.
Hey, listen, 1 year, it was our 3rd wedding anniversary, and also Hurricane Michael was happening. And at that time for my job, doing hurricane response stuff was part of it. And I was swamped. And Randall thought I forgot our anniversary.
We don't even put a whole lot on our wedding anniversary.
What?
We don't, because we were together so long. Our wedding anniversary is probably our least important date of all of ours.
I don't want to say that.
Well, you forgot it once, and I'm saying it right now. Like, to me, I don't even, because it's just because we were together so long before, and we were so married before.
Yeah.
It's weird. It was like a formality thing.
The more years that happen, it's less, because literally...
But to say we've been together 5 years or 6 years is stupid.
Well, yeah, we've been married 5 years. It does sound weird. But literally right before our first anniversary, you were like, can you believe it's been 1 year? And I literally was like, 1 year since what? Because Gunnar was so about to be 3. Like, we'd been together, how fucking 8 or whatever years. Like, I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, our wedding? I was like, oh yeah.
All right, so I want to do a couple of questions that were submitted from a friend of ours a very close friend that we love this woman very much. And she is a counselor and sent us some topics she was interested in us covering that she's covered in her career because we're experts and our opinions, of course, are huge, and we have all the experience and right to chime in on these questions.
Mm-hmm. Aunt Donna wants to know when her birthday is, for you to say when her birthday is.
I know when her birthday is,
Just don't
but I got to get to these questions.
Okay. Much better.
Get to these questions.
Much better.
My teenage son, who's 14, is wanting to experience a little freedom. We've never been the parents who let our kids roam the streets. We're having a tough time letting go due to the fact that his dad and I remember what we were doing when we were 14. Mm-hmm. How do we give him freedom but feel secure that he's not out being promiscuous, drinking, doing drugs, etc.? It's a great question. We're living that nightmare right now.
Right. We have almost 16-year-old.
Yes. It's a tough one. Like, no bullshit. Like, that's a tough, real thing.
You keep them busy with all the sports things. And
you also got to trust your parenting. You got to trust that you instill, not the fact that they're not. Here's the deal.
They're going to fuck up.
Yes.
They're going to do shit.
They're not going to try a little bit of the doobage, sons, you're a fucking psychopath. Think they're not going to take a little sip of the hot stuff just a little bit with their buddies? You're dumb. What you hope is that they're not dumb enough to drive, that you've set enough parameters and given it to them straight enough that they're not going to get in a car with someone after they've done that. And that's more preventing the catastrophes, but knowing they're going to try shit.
Yeah, they're going to dabble in some things, but you got to make sure that you're comfortable with that they got a good head on their shoulders, and that you haven't tried to shelter them too much and not be like, drinking and weed is the devil and you're going straight to hell and I'll kill you if you do any of that, because that's what's going to drive them straight into a DUI.
Absolutely. If you put the terror in their head more so of like what's the repercussions of doing something outweighs the smart decision of being safe, that's where the bad shit happens.
Because all kids are going to get into some kind of trouble. You got to make sure that you let them know that you trust them and that they can trust you if they fuck up, like that you're still going to be there for them.
Sure. and that you're going to honor your promises. You know, like if you drink and you call me, you're not in any trouble. You need to stick to
if
that.
You're in a
if you pick
situation,
them up and you give them shit after you said that, your credibility's gone.
Yeah.
If they call you and they say they're drunk and you get them home safe, you better just thank the lucky stars that they did what you taught them.
Praise Jesus that,
Made the good
that they
decision
did
to call
that.
you.
Yeah. Because...
And if you think they're not going to try a little bit of the pickle tickle, son, if you think they're not going to try just the tip just for a second, just to see how it feels, you're crazy.
But that's where you got to make sure you have the horrifying...
You talked about the condom, sons. That you talked about anal sex, tits, butts, buttholes, and
talk about all
penises.
STDs.
All the STDs in graphic detail, sons. If you're not having this chat with your son and daughter.
It's a good point, my hand. Don't do heroin and meth in the same night, sons.
It's a speedball straight to hell.
That is a ticket straight to overdose.
Here's the deal. How many of us drank 1,000,000 Jaeger bombs, though? It's the same thing. You got an accelerant in the Red Bull and a depressant in the Jaeger.
Vodka Red Bull was my fucking jam. We
were speedballing our tits off, sons. And back in our high school, everybody had the little yellow jackets. You'd take 3 of them and your eyeballs would be popping out of your head.
No dose.
Ridiculous. They're going to try all that shit. Whatever the current wave
do they even
is of
sell
shit.
that shit anymore?
They do. They still sell them at the gas station.
For truckers and shit.
I remember we had a bunch of us in high school. We took a shitload. We had prom the night before, and our Coach Rawls, had said, "Don't go out partying too late, sons. We're practicing." And we had all went out and, of course, partied and drank and laid the pipe, sons. So we laid pipe. It's what we did, sons. Laid the big ding-dongs.
Randall, who was your prom date?
I don't know.
Oh, terrible.
But so
laid all kind of pipe. Don't even know her name.
So next morning after recovering, everybody like mouth full in these like yellow or Zenadrin or Hydroxycut, whatever it was. And I remember literally like every hair on my body was sticking up. I was about to have a heart attack. We get there and our coach knows we all did this and was like, "All right, we're running the mile for time."
Everybody threw up.
Everybody had heart attacks. We all went into cardiac arrest. It was the worst thing possible, but you got to learn that way when you're young.
I brought this here to have that bottle not get the fucking table all wet.
Oh, that'd be good.
So why don't you just move the bottle onto it?
I'll move that over, do this. But now that you said that, I'm going to have to pour us one. You're going to have to take a drink for bringing it up.
You're a hot mess. Jaybird said max alerts with 3X. Oh. No-dos is the only ones I remember. Yellow jackets and no-dos.
Oh, we took Zenadrin like crazy. When I was,
I took those when I waited tables in college. Like, so no-dos was back in high school, though, like what I remember people taking.
This was the stuff back in the day when it had the real ephedra in it, not the marijuana and mall hang.
No, it was like straight up like diet pills, like Jesse Spano style diet pills.
I'm so excited. Yes.
I'm so scared.
All right, so I think we dominated that. No, that's yours is right there.
Okay.
Behind your natter day.
Oh, God, I couldn't see it at all.
Yeah, we're going to cheers this to your teenage son. Hell, he's going to make it, son. Just, you got to instill the right values.
Yes.
Cheers. Hope you didn't fuck him up.
Oh, man.
All right, here's a great one. Sons, and this, hell, luckily, this is foreign to Uncle Randy, so I don't have a whole lot to say on this one, sons, but most of the time I fake an orgasm so my husband will feel like his job is done.
I don't know what that
is. This normal? And this is most of the time.
So this woman, I mean, that's
subpar, sons. Here's the deal. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, that sucks for both of you. If bless his heart, he believes that it's real, like, bravo to your acting skills, I guess. But that's not fair to either one of you because he really wants to satisfy you, is my guess. He thinks he's doing the job, so no adjustments needed. But if you're married to him, like, it's one thing to do that on like a one night stand or whatever. But like, if you're constantly like faking it over and over and over, it's going to eventually lead to like, you're going to want to have sex with him less and less and less. And he's not going to understand why.
Sure. Preach on it.
So I think you just need to be like, dial it back. Maybe not go in full force, be like, I've faked every fucking orgasm for 10 years. Ease into it.
I would think you would just start helping him help you.
Yes, but that's what, and then like kind of guide him in the direction of what will actually get that. And then he'll be like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then I'm sure he'll tell the difference between.
No, and here's the deal also, sons. He knows. He knows if she's faking it. You can tell. And
if it's just all of a sudden, like
it is much harder for women, justifiably. Women have a much harder time. Men
for most women,
lucky.
There's some fucking unicorns out there that just like.
It's definitely harder with the whole physically
anatomy.
Yeah, the anatomy part. It's tougher for women. But yeah, that's fucked up. He definitely hates himself, and that's a tough situation. Don't sell him short. Help him help you get it there. So that everyone is a champion. Because now? You're not being champions. It's Uncle Randy's advice. Be champions. Help each other.
And I promise you, it'll do nothing but make your relationship better. Because if you can get that situation figured out.
No, and that's what makes me feel bad for a lot of, they live in that, right? Like they won't talk about what they like sexually. Like it's too weird for them to be like, oh, that was great. Or, you know what? Hey, that's tough. Because I don't care what you say, sons. Whiskey dick happens to everybody. It's not just a guy thing.
Yes.
It can be, if you catch a woman at the wrong time, the old whiskey dick
or a little
is
too
tough.
drunk.
It's tough for anybody. But also, the pressure. You don't have to put, I feel like she's putting so much pressure on herself, too, that she's never going to blow her load.
Yeah, you got
now she's done put the pussy on a pedestal. And Pussalaya.
Oh my God, 40-year-old virgin.
Pussalaya.
Stallone is praising your throne. He's never noticed the throne.
Oh, no, but you got to be able to talk about it, sons. If you want your sex life to be good, one of you's got to have the nutsack to be like, hey, what we did last night, not into it. Or I am into it. Let's go a little further.
Don't say it like that.
Why? Why is it wrong to say, hey, honey, last night was great. Let's do more of that. If that's what works for her.
No, if that's what, but like, maybe like just show them what to do.
Sure. But you also have to be able to, if you can't talk to your partner about what happens during sex, if that's like taboo.
Yeah, no, I thought you were saying to say it was terrible.
No, I'm saying to talk about what works or what is good for you, what you prefer. That's not like a problem for us, but for some people, they can't talk about it face to face. They can do it when the lights are out or whatever. But you got to be able to tell each other what you like, or somebody's going to end up fucking something else. I'm just saying, talk about your sex life.
I don't think we've ever had to really talk about it because it's just good.
No, but if we did, we would.
Yeah.
We'd be like, hey, we have certainly talked about it. Like, that was great. What we did there, fantastic.
Yes, it's always high fives and celebrations.
Yes.
For sure.
But it shouldn't be so taboo.
We should have.
Up. That's your sexual partner for life, sons. You got to talk about how you both like to fuck, sons, and that shouldn't be taboo. No. Shouldn't be weird. Same with talking to your kids about sex. You got to sack it up. Say it in the right terms too. I got buddies. I've listened to them recite to me what they talk to their boys about. They dance around the pussy, sons. No. No. You got to tell them about fucking in the pussy, the butthole, titty fucking, grabbing the cock, tits, butts, asses, mouths, camera phones, no good.
Uh-huh.
All that. Condoms, gonorrhea, syphilis. Cover it all, sons. Got to be comfortable. It's your job, sons.
Yeah, especially with your wife. And Stallone, he does have glasses. He's just not wearing them.
Oh.
Because you're squinting like a old man looking at the TV. And my hand said, my neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.
Who said that?
My hand.
Of course he did. All right, so here's another question. This one is really good. This is common too. A lot of the guys here in Silvertown have this problem. Their wives have confided in me.
Uh-huh.
My husband is wonderful. He's a great dad to our girls. Wonderful spouse, hard worker. I love him very much. However, he's lacking in the bedroom. My sex life is not fulfilling. His appendage is quite small and not satisfying. I know he can't help this, but it makes our sex life terrible. How do we cross this hurdle? Oh, sons. It's a real thing, sons. This happens. Here's the deal. You can make up for a subpar cock. You really can with hard work. Listen, you got what you got. That's just the way it is.
We talked about this, I think, like last time we fucking recorded, but like it doesn't even matter the size of it or anything. That's not.
I mean, if it's super small.
Okay, but there's lots of other things that you can do.
And that's how you do it.
To make her happy. And then it's...
Yeah, if you're a little dick guy, all right, let's just put it in layman's terms. If you got a small little cock, you better be good in other areas.
You're thinking of, want to fuck on me?
Yeah. You fuck on me? If you got a little bitty dicky, sons, which is a lot of you, you better put in the work. You got to be a worker, son. You got to be willing to get better. You got to be willing to get dirty and nasty, whatever it takes to make up for that little cock that you got. But it's possible.
Yeah.
I feel for this wife, though. She's begging.
And there's other, like, strap on.
Hell, sons, if you got a strap on one of those extenders like Stallone had in his basement that we auctioned off, you better do it. He's willing to do it.
Or like their cousin got at the White Elephant.
Yes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. That's the real answer. That's how you fulfill it. Now, the wife, you better recognize, if he starts working and putting in the work, you better start forgiving the little dick. That's nothing, he can't do anything about that.
No, that is what God gave him. But if he's putting in the work, you better reward that motherfucker.
Yes, and if he's a great dad, he's a great husband, all those things.
He's still, yes.
And he's got that little bitty cock.
Yeah.
But he's a worker. You got to deal with it. Hey, everybody has some shortcomings. If he's checking all those other boxes,
yeah,
you can go ahead and go find you a big dick bastard that's going to treat you bad, not be a great dad, no money. Or you can stick with your little dick husband that's a great father and wants to try to please you.
And never make him feel like he has a little one.
No, you better tell him that's the biggest dick you've ever seen. And he knows it's little, sons.
Best one ever.
He knows it's
your
little.
Fucking favorite. Never want another one.
I should have worn my glasses.
Baby, where are your glasses? Honey, you also have your phone.
Oh, yeah. But I'm reading the questions.
Okay.
All right, here's a tough one. Here's a tough one, sons. All right, Uncle. Hell, this one hurts, Uncle Randy. God damn, I hate to talk about it, but it's a real thing. My wife is wonderful. She's beautiful, educated. But since getting married and having kids, she's gained a shit ton of weight. I still think she's beautiful, but I wish she would drop a few pounds. How do I motivate her to eat healthier and work out? I know she's self-conscious about this, and I don't want to hurt her feelings. That's a tough line to cross, sons. It's dangerous. Dangerous.
It is. You think she doesn't know?
Dangerous. Very dangerous.
Do you think she doesn't know?
Tread lightly, son. If you want it to work, you have to be so subtle and supportive at the same time.
Yes.
Or you're fucked.
If for 1 second she thinks that you are judging, because technically you are, then that is such a deep hole to dig out of. Like, emotionally.
And physically. Your body is destroyed when you're pregnant.
But like it's... Okay, if she was a certain size and fitness before having a baby, and now she's way beyond that, do you think she doesn't know? Like, that is the worst. It is so hard to watch. I was in the best fucking shape of my life. 15 pounds lighter than what I am now when I got pregnant with Gunnar. And you just watch it day by day by day just disappear.
Yeah, and that's a big, she's absolutely right. That's a big difference between guys and girls, women and men, is that a man will put on the few extra pounds. You know what? Like Fire Marshal Bill, give zero shits. Not even going to show up to work out. Doesn't need to, sons. He's fine being plump and chunky forever. A woman, though, she knows every ounce she's gained. Yeah. Every ounce. Yeah. She's looked at it. She's evaluated it.
Every inch.
It's destroyed her inside, where us dudes will look in the mirror and be like, shit, I can get away with that. I can get away with this.
It doesn't matter.
It weighs on women differently, which is why I say tread lightly, because it's true. You can support her and get her into like some healthier habits or help her get into a routine
That's
together.
all you can do.
Like what I honestly say is, why don't people work out together more?
Stallone says, tell her she's a fatty 2 shoes and then whip her with a cane.
Why not? I say you're an idiot. If you want to be divorced, call her a fatty.
Last resort.
Call her a fatty.
Last resort, do that. But yeah, I mean, you got to like, don't ever mention the loss of weight ever, because she fucking knows. She fucking knows. She is beating herself up every single fucking day when she looks in the mirror.
They look at every ounce. They look at how much, if their tits have changed, if the symmetry of the tits change. They know every, like there's nothing you could put where guys.
Can you tell?
We'll still think we're ripped when we're not. Like we're delusional kind of. We'll be like, oh, we're still good. We're fine.
No,
I'm good.
All you do is continue to shower your love and tell her how beautiful she is every fucking second.
And just see if she'll do some shit with you.
All you can do is, you can encourage, like maybe start, if she normally cooks dinner, you start helping with dinner and try and steer it to more healthy, lower carb things. Like
steer her to the keto.
Don't fucking mention it though, unless she does.
Rice cakes
or
for dinner.
Maybe invite her, like you guys join some kind of gym together. Like say that you want to do more active things together. Never once should you mention losing weight or getting more in shape.
No, the pounds should never. Nothing. If you talk about actually losing the pounds, here's the best way to do it, son. If you truly love her, you know what? Use it to help push your fitness by trying to get yourself in better shape with her as a partner. Boom, everybody wins. Y'all get a little tighter, sons. Ready to fuck ski. That's the way to do it. You go work out together, plus you get the endorphins, son. Yes. That's why I'm on Fire Marshal Bill. He doesn't know, all right? He's a little flaccid right now. He needs the endorphins to be happy. I want him here and healthy. Mm-hmm. I want to help him be a champion.
Yeah.
But no, if you work out together, because we started working out together, we were working out together as you were pregnant. I remember at LA Fitness, you worked out till you were like 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to the gym. We were active together, and then we started going to the gym together when I was pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah, up until I was 8 months pregnant and couldn't barely.
And then after, we worked out together at Fitness 19. Uh-huh. Plenty of times. I remember legitimately.
And just schedules, we started working out separate. But
but the minute that you show like any disgust or pass any judgment on a woman's body post-pregnant. Now, here's the deal, sons. If she's been pregnant, right, there is...
This little shit is getting to be just as gassy as John.
I'm going to get devoured here by the ladies, but I got to tell you, listen, you got a year to lose the baby weight.
Randall.
After a year, if you say it's the baby weight, though, you're full of shit, son.
Oh, okay. It's not baby weight anymore.
I'm talking about unless you're having back-to-back kids, then it's understand. But if you've had a kid and that kid is
17.
a year and a half years old and you come over to a party and you're like, oh, my 1,200 week old, I still haven't lost the baby weight. Mm-hmm. You know what? You're fired. You're lying to yourself, sons. And if your husband's allowing it, he's a enabler. 1 year. You got a year.
Okay,
I know it's tough.
What happens is having the kid initiated the weight gain.
Yes.
It's not baby weight anymore. Babe, what are you fucking doing to me? It's a work night. And this little 4-pound dog is ripping farts right in my face. She is gassy, just like John.
So how many people are killing me about the year? Am I wrong about the year, though? Is a year fair to where it's not baby weight anymore?
No, a year is when you should... Yeah, no, that's typically when you should be able to be back to... I mean, I don't fucking know. I haven't gotten back to what my weight was before I had Gunner.
But you don't still call it baby weight. That's my thing. Then it becomes an excuse. And I'm not knocking anyone, but...
Are you calling me fat?
No, I'm saying that women that still use it's my baby weight, and they're 3 years, 5 years post...
I just have never been able to get back to what I look like. But you never are. You're never... once you have a baby...
No, absolutely.
Unless you're a teenager or early 20s when you have your baby, because you can spit out a kid as a teenager or early 20s and go right fucking back. Everything fucking snaps right back and you can get right back to it. When you're in your 30s having a kid, stuff doesn't snap back like it's quite as easily. And everything, like, I don't know, just like my shape is different. Nothing's going to be the same.
I mean, you can't expect it to go back to before if you've actually watched a woman be pregnant.
I birthed your seed, for fuck's sake.
A championship caliber athlete.
I'm surprised Stallone's wife is still as fucking hot as she is, popping out 3 of his giant babies.
Dude, that guy.
She's fucking gorgeous and looks amazing. And he
carries that gargantuan Goliath baby that he has without hurting his back.
I don't know how she did it and still.
But he
looks
carries
amazing.
it in the chest protect. That's what keeps him in decent shape. He doesn't have to work out. He carries a 120-pound toddler on his chest.
That 1-year-old baby is 84
the biggest
pounds.
I've ever seen.
It's as big as Gunner, basically. I want to put Gunner in the little carrier thing, and I think it would be the same.
All right, here's another one. This is a doozy, sons.
All right.
I'm concerned that my wife may have a drinking problem. Started off with wine nights with her friends, and it's turned into wine weeks because they get together every single night and drink. She's neglected me and our kids because she wants to hang out with her friends. She gets drunk and can't be a good mom in the mornings. But she does it all again that next next afternoon.
Uh-huh.
She insists that she's just trying to relax. How do I intervene without destroying our family? I think she needs rehab, but she says that she's just having fun. It's not fun when she can't be a good wife or mom because of her drinking.
Babe, did you write this question and just substitute wine for beer or beer for wine?
No, because I would never do that.
No, and the mornings are crucial, and I know I'm a good mom in the mornings because I haven't murdered my child yet. So he's
100%.
I think
this is a serious one.
That sounds. Yeah.
Sounds like a rascal, son.
I mean, that's like if you can't. She sounds just like a pain in the ass to me because if you can't fucking rally, if you've had a little bit too much to drink.
If you can't be a champion, agreed. What are we doing?
I've done
Not championship level.
Plenty of nights, a lot, where I've had to just get up and fucking suffer through getting. And I mean, if it was before COVID or whatever, and all you're doing is trying to get your kids up and fed and on the bus, bitch, please. That is minimal. Now, trying to get up. What are you doing over there?
My Uncle Randy chain got stuck again. It's real diamonds.
Distracting. If you're trying to do what I should be drinking at 9:00 in the morning nowadays with
doing the teaching and the work. I wouldn't.
I'm not
pass any
teaching.
judgment.
I'm hurting cats.
You're still teaching because I listened to with today, and I'm going to bring this up, sons. This hurt me today. Fucking Cherokee County. Killing me, sons. Gunner in here trying to take a quiz. He can't learn a fucking thing with this digital shit. Can't retain it. And he's hurting on these quiz. Makes him cry and shit. Makes me angry at the district. It really does. This is some bullshit, sons. These kids aren't learning a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Have a good day, though.
Well, that was his, where he's supposed to read the book and then take a quiz.
And but he should have a teacher in front commanding the classroom where he listens and pays. He shouldn't have to be memorizing a video. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
We got to be better. We're fucking our kids, sons.
No.
Uncle
if
Randy
they don't go
says
back to school next week, I told Randall he's just got to check me into a mental institution.
I'm going to fuck around and put him in private school. I told you. No, if this shit continues, he'll be in private school, man. Fuck these public schools. If they can't get their shit together and the district can't put these little kids back in school where they need to be, then we hate our kids. And Uncle Randy don't fuck with that. So put that in your dick hole and fuck it, sons.
Yeah, no, that's a problem, though. If she is now checking out from being a mom, that's a fucking problem. If she's checking out from being a mom and from being a wife, all of it's a problem because...
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's justifiable that she has an issue. Because, I mean, I got buddies. We have a beer or two every night. You have a beer or two every night.
I drink every night, and
Everybody's fine.
Yeah. If I don't have a beer... I'm not going to die, but that's what
No. Unless you're pregnant, I think you would die.
But there's been nights where I don't.
I
but
don't
like,
believe you. I've known you for 15,000 years. I don't know of a night that you were non-pregnant where you were like, I don't need a beer tonight. I don't know the single night.
Shut up. But I also like it to just decompress, but I don't get drunk every night. I sometimes will just have one or two, and that's it. But like, there's also nights during the week where, yeah, like tonight where you're fucking forcing me to have 3 shots of Fireball. And yeah, probably not going to feel great.
Fireball is the nectar, sons. Champions. All right,
I might not feel 100%, but I'm going to for sure get up before my kid and make sure he gets on his goddamn school.
All right, so our answer is she's not a champion. Get rid of her. That's the answer to that question. Boom,
Honcho said elementary will be back in person next week. 12 and under are immune to fake viruses. It's science.
He's so right. 12 and under don't get it, sons. Honcho nailed it.
Okay.
If you're over 12, though, you get the corona,
and
so
you know
we're keeping you home.
I don't care.
Me either.
I don't have a middle schooler, high schooler. Griffin's
and Griffin
he's
can
in
handle
Alabama.
it. He's playing football there. He's more capable of handling it because he's older. These young kids don't know any better. Yeah. We're depriving them unjustifiably. They're taking a throttling through this.
Griffin to go back to school because he doesn't learn very much in digital either, but also he can fucking deal with his own schedule, and I don't have to deal with it.
I agree 100%. And Gunner is 7. That's a nightmare. He needs to be in school.
Bless his heart. He needs to be in school, and I don't like having to fuss at him so much.
No, it's not good for him because you know what? I know for a fact in his school environment, he'll listen to the teacher. He knows where his parents... The kids know that shit. It's just not the same.
He doesn't cry this much in school.
No. All right, let's do this last listener question.
Yeah, and let's go.
Submittal. All right, my wife has a job where she works very closely with her boss. I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is that she's always on the phone or with him, on the phone with him or texting him during her off time. She says it's vital to her job with him that she does... Oh, it's very vital to her job, but she spends more time with him than she does our family. How do I address this before it drives us to divorce? That's a championship level question, sons.
There's no job that is more important than your family. So yeah, Marshall said Griffin is a fucking man, not a teenager. That's what you're trying to say.
Hey, let me tell you about powerful Marshall. He's over here playing poker.
Marshall, come get your goddamn cooler.
He was throwing chips to Griffin and just being like, this is just because you look 30. Here's another one for being an awesome kid that's not your age.
And Griffin said 4 words that whole night.
Dude, he's a man of few words. Used to be a man of many words. Or a kid of many words, man of few.
I don't want...
It happens. He's a great kid. I wouldn't change anything.
I love Griffin so much, but like, I just...
How many kids... that are 15 can play poker with a group of adults and no one blinks an eye? Tell me. There's a handful in this world.
Because he blends right in and grows a better beard than most.
And he can handle the bullshit shenanigans and fit right in. He's a championship level kid.
Okay, back to your question. No job and no boss is more important than your family. So,
no, you got to figure out what the root of that little issue is, son.
That relationship is it's blurring the lines a little, I think.
Yeah, like it's one thing to be like, oh, you text too much. Whatever. That happens and everybody's going to give each other grief over that shit. But if it's like justifiable, she's on the phone with her boss or hiding the phone or bullshit like at all hours, that's a real problem.
And it depends on the job too. You know, like there was a time where my job was fucking crazy for a minute where like shit was from like 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. But we talked about it and I was like, this is fucking bullshit. I don't want this. But if that's the case, you need to be able to, she needs to be on the same page with you. But it sounds like she's like digging it. I don't know. Her job shouldn't cause this much heartburn for you.
No. And if it is, you better talk about it before it boils up to this point. So to the point where you're submitting a question or talking to a counselor, that's way late. Hopefully you have brought this to the attention of your wife and given her the opportunity to correct it. If you've just been holding it in, you got to talk about that shit early. Like, be like, hey, I just want to tell you, this is starting to make me feel weird. You got to be able to have that talk too, son. Hell, if you can talk about what makes her shoot her creamy load, you better be able to talk about what pushes the
maybe
line.
first address that. Have y'all been able to talk about that? And then tiptoe into you're too fucking connected to your boss.
Yeah.
If it's all about work all the time, then maybe her job just fucking sucks and she just needs to find another job.
Here's the other deal, son. You can pull an Uncle Randy. Be an open book, goddamn. Hell, give full access. I don't give two shits if my wife looks in my phone. She can look all day, son. You know why? I got nothing to hide here.
Oh, and Randall can look all day on my phone.
I don't even care, though. That's the difference. And here's the deal. No one will care unless there's a reason to care. Like, I literally have no shits. But I will leave my phone with you, and I wouldn't do the butthole puckers. I'm going to get my phone. I would just be like, I'll get it whenever
you can have my phone. I don't care. That's where, if there's nothing going on,
show him the text and be like, look, it's all work related.
There's nothing. And read this boring ass shit about my day.
Yes.
You could, you have full access to my personal phone. My work phone, you absolutely could have full access to it.
I don't want to set things wrong. We don't do that to each other. We don't. But we also share a lot of accounts. She has more of my passwords than I do. I ask her when I forget a password.
Yeah.
And I like it that way, sons. Y'all might think that's being bitch made. Hell, I think that's being a champion. Son.
No, it's called having a secretary is what it's called.
It's also having she has all the passwords. There's absolutely no doubt.
It's called having an assistant.
But hell, you young boys can keep your big cocks and be like, hey, I'm cool. I'm keeping my passwords. Yeah. She don't need to be in my shit. Cool, son. Enjoy your divorce. Uncle Randy, I'm like, hey, here's my password, babe. Try to remember that. And feel free to check it if
because I'm the only one that is organized.
But also, nothing to hide. No surprises. I know I'm not coming home to some surprise attack.
No. And you don't have some of the past. I've told you, I'm like, do you want? Because I have like my personal Instagram account that I'm like, you totally can have like the login to it and have it on your. But I don't because I don't care.
No, but it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, and you could look at my work phone and you would just get bored to tears. There's nothing you want to see in there.
No, zero interest. But man, the phones, I've told y'all, man, that's the key. That is a huge, huge problem. You got to be able to, but Honcho has a great point. He's like, put this shit on blast early. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Do it early and get it over with and be like, hey, this concerns me.
And
what's up? And if she has nothing to hide, she'll be like, read this bullshit. Good day to you.
And it could be like, if her boss is just taking advantage, if she knows that her husband is upset about the amount of time she's having to spend in her personal life, like dealing with work stuff, she should be able to bring it up with her boss. Because I had to do that with my old boss when all that shit, when I was in that like senior manager interim thing. I literally had to have a conversation with my director, like, I don't know if this is for me because of how much it cuts into my personal life.
No, that's where you're great. You'll do that. Like a lot of people would be like, no, I'm going to just let my family suffer.
No.
And that's where me and you agree. Like when it comes to like the corporate ladder and shit, me and you are both like, fuck all that, dude. I'm not willing to fuck up my marriage to make more money or this or that. No fucking way.
Yeah.
I want to be cool. That's it.
No, that's probably why I didn't get the job, which is fine.
No, and it never bothered you. And it started to bother you with that job.
A lot.
Because at first you were like, I'll give it, and you were doing a great job. But when you saw it starting to make you miserable, I didn't have to even tell you. You were just like, this, I don't want to do this.
No, I saw it affecting my personal life, my time that I was able to spend with you and our family, and nope, not. And I was like, this can't happen. I can't have this be a normal thing that my work is cutting into, because I don't my life is not my job. My job is 100% to make money
you work
to support
live
my
and
life.
not live to work.
Yes, work to live, not live to work. 1,000,000% from the great Marshall Parish.
That is straight from the Marshall Parish. Absolutely. 100%.
And I 1,000,000% agree. And so that's probably why I didn't get a promotion, but I don't care. I am happy where I am, making my paycheck, and I would rather be happy with my family and my marriage than get promoted and be like some big fucking hotshot corporate biatch.
Yeah. Now, here's
interested.
Here's the last thing we got to cover before we go. Had a few people reach out about Silvertown. We've kind of talked about this before. A lot of people reaching out because they're getting to know these cast of characters, wanting to move here.
Come on.
And we've been open. We've been telling you to please move here. There's plenty of homes available. They're building it out.
Building new homes every day.
You're welcome here if you're a champion. We don't need any more non-champions in this neighborhood.
No, like Karens.
No, we need championship level winners that want to be part of the greatest community on earth, because that's what's happening. Sweet Chet, young man Chet, just had his first child. The bliss of first time fatherhood.
And
26 years old. Doing great in life.
And we have another 26-year-old across the street from us.
I know, but I was just over there with him tonight, celebrating being a new dad, welcoming him to the dad club, and seeing the twinkle in his eyes of life is at his,
babe,
in his fingertips. That's what I'm saying, why this neighborhood is great. And he was telling, his dad was there. Much smaller man than Chet. Chet towers over his father, which is strange to me.
I don't know why. Baby, that
Towers
happens.
over
That
him.
happens.
He does.
It happens.
He's a very nice man, though. His dad's awesome. But listening to Chet was like, I've got this best community. I got the best friends I've ever had. These guys are fantastic. It's when you know you're doing something right, sons. 26-year-old young man, starting his life, doing very well for himself. Yeah. New father, loving life. That's what it's all about. That's what you get here in Silvertown, goddamn. If you come here, we expect champions.
It's not really called Silvertown. Message us if you want to really know if they move here. In Georgia.
3-bedroom houses for only $450,000.
Steal. Come on, guys.
Hey, you don't have to move into the rich part. You can move over here in the projects part.
No, there's no houses on our street.
Are there none for sale now?
No, I don't think so.
There
might be one at the beginning.
Yeah, you're probably going to be, what, 300,000 now?
Yeah.
And we want them above that, sons. We want to drive our value up.
Yeah.
We want them through the roof.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Yes. But if you want to go into the fancy pants part of the neighborhood, we love those folks too.
Yes.
There's champions there.
You can get a 3 to 4 bedroom house for $500,000 up there.
With a huge unfinished basement.
No basements on our street.
No basement.
That's the we live in the trailer park of our neighborhood with no basement.
And we love it that way.
No,
we will never move again.
No extra shit collecting basements.
No.
Even though like every day I'm like, God, I wish we had a basement.
I know. And we still continue to collect shit. It blows my mind how much shit we have. After I dumped so much shit from our old house. And
that's why I wish we had a basement for like all this workout shit. Or like when Gunnar has a million friends over all the time and I'm like, get the fuck out of my hair.
If you think about it though, the quality gym that I turned our little garage into temporarily for when we have people do circuits, it's championship level for what we've got. We fit 5 different stations in that motherfucker, and you can do it just fine.
Mm-hmm. No, that's
what winners do.
We have plenty of space in the garage to work out for these workouts. I'm talking about like
the projects are more than the main strip right now.
Okay, the main strip is not the projects, Josh. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about our street.
Yeah. We're talking about Winder. However, though, our neighbors just recently sold their home at a very nice, substantial raise, and we encourage that.
Yes.
Sell your homes for much more than ours
And we
cost.
haven't even had any new neighbors move in, so that's bonus.
Yeah, and they're all the way gone, right? They're all the way out?
They've been out for like over a week. I don't know what's happening, but I enjoy not having anybody coming and complaining about the kids playing.
No, I feel bad about that. We basically bounced them out of the neighborhood because of the kids. Winder, hey, got a lot of kids here.
Lots of
kid
cheerings.
gangs, and you're going to have that in this neighborhood. But guess what? That's what champions do. We don't just keep our kids inside looking at tablets. No. We want them to exercise.
I want them outside.
Play outside. Hey.
In everybody's yard.
We got all the gats, all the guns. Our kids are safe, and they're going to play. We want them to be able to be kids.
Yeah.
That's why Silvertown is great.
So I'm hoping these new people are cool. Please be cool.
Yeah. And
if not, it's happening anyways. Kids are playing out there anyways. Just please be cool.
Yeah. And the guy with the little dick, definitely not from Silvertown, son. There's a mandatory linkage just to be considered here. We do check that. There's a basic.
It's a length and girth.
Girth is where it's at.
Requirement.
Y'all think it's all about being long, sons. Hell, Uncle Randy's known as the beer can for a reason. It's about the girth, sons. I don't care what you say.
By the way, I thought about you today.
Girthy.
That too. But in the few minutes I was scrolling through Facebook, I saw that Garth Brooks is like praising Biden for
he's playing at the inauguration.
He said something. I was like, ooh, Randall's going to be upset about this.
I'm not upset about it.
Because he said something like, he's going to change the world and make it a better place. It was something very broad stroke and like.
Here's the deal about Garth Brooks.
He's Hollywood, boy.
If you've ever, I love a good Garth Brooks song, sons. Hell, Uncle Randy knows them all. Hell, I can sing them better than Garth can.
Okay, carry on.
But he's never been a real cowboy. Everybody knows, the man's scared of horses, sons. You can't be a cowboy if you're scared of horses. So
he's scared of horses for real?
Yes, he's a pop star. He's Chris Gaines. Remember his alter ego, sons?
Yes.
Bush League.
Marshall said Garth Brooks is your country singer.
Yeah, Garth Brooks choosing to play at the... And plus, dude, I really don't... It doesn't bother me that he's going to play there.
I think
it's going to crucify him with the conservative base of country music fans? Yes.
Does it matter to him? No, because he's fucking...
He is so
Scrooge
rich.
McDuck rich.
Dude, he is rolling on the Thunder Rolls money.
Yes.
All day long, son.
Yes.
He doesn't need any of us. So.
No, and he's married to Trisha Yearwood. And so
she hadn't wrote a country song in 20 years.
Doesn't matter.
Has the voice of an angel.
Doesn't matter. They're Scrooge McDuck in Nashville, killing the game. But I just thought you'd be mad at it wasn't he's playing at the inauguration. It was the praise he was singing and saying that like everything's going to change now and the world's going to be better.
No, he's definitely a liberal. Like he is painting with a liberal brush, which I don't really care. I mean, I do think it's to true country artists for their career, when they start flirting with shit like that, they're just career suicide for them, but I don't care because they're already rich.
I think country
Garth
stars
hadn't had a hit, though, since his old school shit. So
that song, Mom?
That was a viral video. No one downloaded the song.
I don't care. It made me cry.
No, because he played it on some TV show.
Good Morning America or something.
Somebody tell me last time they bought a Garth Brooks album.
Who buys albums?
It was 1998, sons.
I haven't bought an album since 1998.
I bought the Garth Brooks The Hits.
Okay.
And when I was at college, we listened to it all the time.
I haven't bought any album in decades.
I buy Sturgill Simpson shit. That's about it. It's the last guy whose albums I buy
all I do is
on iTunes.
Yeah. Wow, that's support.
Other than that, yeah, I don't really buy it. But Garth Brooks is my new name. You can refer to me that or Uncle Randy. But it was funny with remember when Theo named Chin Garth Brooks?
Garth Brooks, yes.
The Asian guy.
Because he's like a 6 foot tall Asian guy that sings country music.
Shit. Since it went to Fighter and the Kids, nobody listens to it.
I thought it was like, it's really Fighter and the Kids.
Yeah.
Did they change the name? Because I see the YouTube videos popping up.
It's
Brian
subpar.
Callen still hasn't come back.
No, it's subpar.
He's not coming back.
Nah. They have both just hit
Why
the
didn't they just go to like so Brendan does that show with Theo Vaughn
That's went away too because Theo moved to Nashville.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because California sucks and it's about to fall off the earth. They've got an emperor there, and that doucher Gavin Newsom. They can't leave their homes.
Okay. No, they haven't been able to leave their homes.
Joe Rogan left.
It's been almost a year since they've been able to technically leave their homes.
Yeah. Oh, and that's coming, sons. Y'all don't realize Biden's about to shut her down for a good 6 weeks. Watch what Uncle Randy says.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think he's going to shut it down. I think he will allow the elementary school kids to go to school. He'll shut down as much of the economy as he can. He'll shut down the middle to high school schools.
Fine.
And it'll be for 6 weeks. Dr. Fauci will be masturbating nightly on all your political shows.
Just let the elementary kids go to school for fuck's sake.
That is all she cares about, sons.
I don't have a middle school or high schooler in this house, so I don't care. Yeah. So elementary school kids gots to go.
All right, let's get out of here. I'm starving to go eat again. Mm-hmm. After all this nectar of the gods.
Of course.
By the way, though, sons, local sons, reach out to Uncle Randy if you're interested in poker. Probably Friday night. Haven't told my wife yet. We'll probably do a neighborhood poker wife. Poke your wife. Poker at night.
Are you betting your wife in poker?
Poke your wife. Then do poker Friday night. Griffin will be here. He loves to play. Community friends Friday night will be the Griffin
we're
poker.
Doing it Saturday night
is a family. Write that down, sons. If you're interested, reach out to Uncle Randy.
Okay.
Championship level competition.
Okay. Unless something catastrophic happens on my family's end.
Unless something catastrophic, which is you never know.
Imminent.
And just to fill them in, because a lot of people have asked about how you're doing, how your mom's doing.
She's not good.
She's hanging in, dude. Battle horse. The woman is the strongest champion I've ever seen.
Shouldn't be, though.
She has been written off plenty of times, justifiably, with her health conditions. You know, she's got dementia. But her body is just like, fuck all y'all. I'm a champion. I'm hanging around. Like, she's strong as an ox, but
no, she's
we don't
not,
know. As far as the mental, the brain part is
she's in hospice. It's not good. It's end of life. We're just waiting at this point. So that's why poker was canceled last weekend.
Yeah, so it'll be tough. You know, you never know. Yeah. But for now, we'll be doing poker Friday night unless something changes. Uncle Randy will put that out and let y'all know. Other than that, anything else, babe?
No. I gotta pee.
I gotta eat. All right. Remember, tug your wieners every night before night-night.
And never tell your wife she's fat.
No.
Ever.
You got a little dick. That's just unfortunate, son. But put in the work. Hell, Uncle Randy lives.